back.
Yeah, you never have to tune them, right?
Switch again. The more you go back and forth, the more you hear the difference. This guitar does something remarkable too. Let me show you this.
Oh, that's neat. What's the top on that? Is it spruce?
It's a piece of red spruce, but we're getting the same results from red spruce and Sitka spruce and
Yeah, you can tell it's a spruce. It's nice and vibrant. It's nice.
You understand, but that's not why it sounds like it does. This is a single diaphragm instrument. This is locked up, and this is loose as a goose. Whereas this instrument is a double diaphragmed instrument, trying to get the back to vibrate. The top is loose, the back is looser. Can you hear the back is looser? And so, for this guitar, this is the speaker cabinet, this is the speaker, and that's the port. Okay? That thing's trying to get the air cavity vibrate. This thing's trying to get the top to go nuts, right? That's why when and I can go down. Let's see if we can go down on this other guitar, see how it does, see how it handles it. Sounds very mid-rangey when I go back and forth. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
So for an acoustic guitar player, this is his amp, this is his speaker cabinet, this is his effects box, this is everything, right? And when these things ring like they do and they have that kind of spectacular bass and mid-range and volume, and this guitar was finished a couple days ago. That guitar was finished 50 years ago. So, to my ears, that thing sounds mid-rangey now, and this thing has got more spread out tone. This thing's a little bit louder. Can you hear that it's louder? It's got a lot more bass, maybe 5-6 dB more bass. And one of the reasons it's got more bass is sometimes the notes, when the air is vibrating, the top's going against it, and sometimes it's going with it. But with this one, this is moving, so this is doing that. That one, some bass notes are loud, and some bass notes aren't there. With this one, this string's locked up, and whatever bass is there, whatever the string is doing, I'm running out of string diameter, but this sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? I mean, you know. This thing, I think it sounds more symphonic to my ears. It's not this is a bad sounding guitar, it's a gorgeous sounding.
No, it's a great sounding guitar.
But that guitar is louder.
Yeah.
And it does have more bass, and there's more spread out sounding. It's got more of a symphony tone. So, to me...
They have the same strings on them?
Oh, God, yes. I wouldn't cheat like that. You want to switch the strings? We'll just switch them all right now. Who asked the question?
The guy in the Martin hat.
Who asked the question? Seriously. Right,
So the guy in the Martin hat.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you were being sarcastic.
Well, I was, but it was true.
True, okay, great. So,
I'm more cynic than.
you gotta realize that for my life, these are legends. This is my learning tool. This is where, in 1958, I was in diapers. So I wasn't invited to this party, okay? In 1968, I was, 12 years old. I still wasn't invited to this party. This is the fundamental basis of our industry. This is Christian Martin figured out how to make sure that the steel strings didn't rip the top off with the cross bracing. This is wonderful. But it's okay for me to try to make changes in the design. Now, I didn't come up with that idea about making it a single diaphragm instrument. That was come up with by a guy named Antonio Torres, the guy that invented the acoustic guitar. All his guitars, the backs and sides were heavily braced, and the tops were so thin you could see light through them, and they were really lightly braced. So I went back to what the old man did and combined what Christian Martin did. Thank you.